everyone, welcome. It's Stephanie. Welcome back to my channel. I'm actually at a retreat right now. So it's so beautiful out. It's honestly, I wanted to do it outside because it's such a vibe. But so today I feel like this will help a lot of people, especially younger people, of how I overcame my borderline personality disorder. If you don't know what borderline personality disorder is, it's basically a personality disorder where there's extreme emotions, a lot of like impulsive behaviors, a lot of self-destructive behaviors, and there's a lot of stigma towards it, especially um, especially within like the mental health community. A lot of mental health professionals will not treat someone with borderline personality disorder, and there's a lot of stigma with it. And also there is like this idea that you can't be cured. I don't think you can be cured, but I feel like you can overcome it. And the prognosis, leave me alone. There's a prognosis that's like, you can never get over it. So I'm gonna say how I overcame my borderline personality disorder, because I feel like I don't even, the B wants to be in the video. I feel like I did overcome it and maybe even was cured. I don't know if that's the right wording, but there are criteria. So I'm going to list all the criteria down and how I overcame it, or if I'm still struggling with it, because I am still struggling with some things. I'm not perfect. And also, a lot of this stuff comes with age. I will say that, and maturity. So, oh my goodness, fear of abandonment. I was so bad with this. It's kind of started because, like, obviously in school, like, friends come and go, and I would, like, be very, like, upset with that, and it transpired into, like, all my relationships, like, my friends, teachers, acquaintances, everybody, and I would fixate on them leaving me, and I kind of let that go. I still have a fear of abandonment, but, like, I kind of let whatever happens, happens. And I let go of that feeling probably like 2 years ago. And it was so weird because when I let go of the feeling of fear of abandonment, people from my life from the past just started coming into my life, which is so weird. And like some of them were from like when I was like really, really crazy, like when I was like 17, 18, 19. And they don't like hold any judgment for me for that, but it was so weird how like people from my past started coming into my life again when I let go of that fear of abandonment. And I also noticed that I was keeping people in my life that were not good for my life because of my fear of abandonment. And I didn't realize I was doing that. I was basically keeping unhealthy people. And someone is walking. And there's someone over there. I'm talking to myself because I'm cuckoo. Sorry. So I was keeping people in my life that were not healthy for me whatsoever. And over the past year, now I don't hold any grudges towards these people. I wish them the best and I don't hate them or anything, but I had to cut off people that I met at treatment because what they were posting, and I met a lot of these people in treatment when I was a teenager, and some of these people are still in like a teenage mindset, and I had to cut them off because they were bringing me down to that stage when I should be around people who are growing with me. So I don't like have any hate towards these people. It's just I knew I need to let them go because they weren't good for me. So one thing is like just letting go of the fact that people come and go, and also letting go of unhealthy people. So stable relationships, I am still struggling with this. Oh my god. Okay, so my last relationship was a complete utter shit show. I've been in 5 relationships and 3 of them have been abusive. Others were like I was heartbroken, but it didn't cause me PTSD and trauma. But, and with friendships, I had this one friend who was completely toxic, and she like controlled every bit of my life, and she's toxic to everybody. But I think I'm doing better at picking healthy people, especially since I do boundaries with people, like if they bring me down. But um yeah, I'm still working on that, especially relationship wise, because I'm not good at picking them. But yeah, I am, that's still a work in progress. Unstable self image. I don't think I struggle with this at all. Um, I think I'm very like comfortable with who I am and where my life is, and I don't like, I used to think everyone was going to judge me or I would compare myself. I don't do that anymore. It's just a waste of time. Jealousy is also a waste of time. So I feel good with who I am. So yeah, that one I'm not struggling with at all. Impulsive behavior. I am doing way better at this. I was so, I would also like hurt myself like on impulse and even on impulse. Um, and, but B, you're not in the video. Um, so I would make really impulsive decisions, and also I was also manic and I was undiagnosed bipolar, so I think that had a lot to do with it. But my impulsive behaviors were more like hurting myself, especially, oh my god, like it was so bad. Now I am not, I'm better at like calming myself down and not making any decisions when I'm upset. Don't make any decisions when you're upset, because you are going to regret it. Whatever decision you make, I guarantee you. So yeah, that one, I think also this has a lot to do with age as well. I'm more calm now, and I don't see the point in doing that. So, harm and acts. I do not struggle with anymore. I'm going to be almost 6 years in recovery. I haven't tried to, um, this in probably like 6 years. I haven't had any thoughts in about, I guess, 4 years. I do struggle with an ED or still. Um, I relapsed after something traumatic happened in my last relationship. So, but I didn't relapse on harm. So, I think that this is like more of another work in progress. But I'm getting better at it. So I never thought I would ever stop harming. Like, I harming in a mental hospital where there's like barriers and like strict rules, and now I'm like out of the inpatient, and I don't even think about it anymore. Like I struggled with it for 14 years, and I never thought I would be able to stop, and now I'm almost 6 years. So it took me 14 years to stop. So yeah, but extreme emotional swings. This is another thing that I think happened with age. I get upset, but it's not like one or the other. I also used to think very black and white with things. Um, what the? I used to think really black and white with things, even with feelings. Like I'm either like really really happy or my life freaking sucks. So now I can like kind of like put it in the middle now, because a lot borderline's like very black and white. But yeah, so there's a plane. My emotions were so bad. Like I was either like really happy or top of the world, or literally like throwing crap and hating my life. And yeah, so I'm like way better at that now. I'm kind of like, you know, chill now. So chronic emptiness. I don't think I have this at all anymore. I don't really feel empty at all, to be honest. I feel, like I said, I feel okay with myself. Yeah, I also am better at like just sitting with quiet and peace, and like just, I don't have any feelings of emptiness. I actually, quite the opposite. And when I was younger, I was definitely not happy and empty. So yeah. Oh, that's crazy to think about back then. Anger. I was really bad with this. Actually, um, I was not going to share this, but this was what actually got me to get help. I would throw stuff, I would yell, I would punch walls. And I remember one time I actually accidentally broke my mom's nose because I was throwing stuff and I accidentally hit her nose and broke it. I know that sounds horrible. I was 18. It was 2013. And I actually was like on probation and shit. But that was the thing that actually got me to say, okay, I need to like get some help because this is getting out of control. Me and my mom have a great relationship now, but my anger would get that intense. Like I wouldn't even know what I was doing. Like I would break stuff I didn't want to break, and like it was bad. Even in the mental hospital, I would go crazy and wreck the room. Now I'm not. I get angry, but it's not to the point where I'm throwing shit and to the point where I would like end up in the mental hospital, if that makes sense. Dissociation is something that actually grew more for me as I overcame borderline personality disorder. It actually got worse. But I think why is because I'm not like doing other unhealthy behaviors, so I think the dissociation is coming out stronger. But I think, yeah, definitely. But I was really bad with borderline personality disorder. And honestly, if you're struggling with it, don't let other people's opinions, like say you're attention whore, or all this other, or you're difficult to deal with. Just know that like it is possible to overcome these behaviors. And yes, a lot of this stuff comes with age, but in the end, it's so worth it. And I am very happy with where I'm at. Obviously, I wish some things were different, but I can be at peace and not be at peace and just accept things for how they are right now and know that my life is not really, really happy or really, really bad. It can be in the middle. And I think thinking that was definitely a game changer in me overcoming borderline personality disorder. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. So I am going to enjoy the rest of my retreat, and it's such a beautiful day. I'll show you. Show you. So pretty. Okay, bye.